you saw Matt and Flavia in the bottom two dancing for survival in the competition. We caught up with them just after they had been saved. Have a look.
The couple with the most judges' votes will be back next week, meaning the other couple is out of Strictly Come Dancing.
This week I've been saying, wait till next week, you'll be alright. Wait till next week,
we almost didn't get there. I don't think the performance second time was good, did we?
No, it wasn't.
Your actual words.
We went wrong.
Yeah, we went totally
But
wrong.
obviously, I didn't think it showed.
We've got to go with Matt and Flavia.
I thought I was fine. Clearly, I'm not. Maybe I should stop laughing and joking around and start doing some more rehearsals. What are you doing tomorrow?
We're working, training.
Right, yeah, we're training. Okay.
Please welcome Matt and Flavia. Hello. Listen, Matt, what I love upstairs, I said, are you all right? No. Did you get the shock of your life?
But just terrifying. Still haven't got over it. It was just strange, and it was just one of the worst moments of my life. It's horrible to be there.
Oh,
and with such brilliant dance, it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand this competition. I thought I did, but I just don't get it.
But also, you know what's so interesting is, like, last week I remember you coming on here, we were chatting. I mean, it's too early to use the final word, but there was feeling of Matt doing really well, and he came into this cha-cha, and everyone's like, and then he did so. And then to be in the bottom two, quite strange. Flavia, how shocked were you? Did you think that was going to happen?
Well, I said last week that it could be anybody in the bottom two. You know, I said to Matt, it's so hard. You don't know how people are going to vote at home, so you just don't know. So it was a bit of a shock. I think you were more shocked than me. It wasn't a great week for us. It wasn't a great dance for Matt, not one of his best. So.
Arlene, you're sitting next to us, the only person who didn't save you. Just bringing that up to add to the tension. But
I forgot, actually.
Yeah. Arlene, you didn't love it. You gave a 6, but Craig, you did love it and give it an 8. So who's right?
I didn't think that Matt's Viennese swept across the floor in the way not only a Viennese should, but the way Matt could and should. It was very careful, very controlled, very steady.
I'm joined by head judge Len Goodman, who's, poolside in LA. Hello, Len.
Hello, my darling. I'm here, yes, ready and willing.
Oh, good. That's all I'm ever after. Thank you so much for joining us. Matt's here. Now, there was not enough discussion, but I know you mentioned it, that you were worried about Matt, who was always thinking ahead rather than in the moment. He's here.
Yes.
What did you mean?
Well, I have mentioned it before in the past, and it's quite a common fault that, especially for the celebrities, they're worried about forgetting the routine. So rather than think about the step they're doing at the moment, they're thinking, now what's coming next? What's coming next? Because they don't want to go wrong. And I realise it's a difficult call for the celebrities, but you've got to try and think about what you're doing at that moment, because all the time you're thinking about what's coming next, you're not concentrating on the step you're doing at that time. So that was basically what I meant. And talking of Matt, I've got to say that I think one of the problems was he was the next Viennese waltz after Gethin.
Yeah.
And Gethin, did such a good job on it. And as I've said lots of times, certain dances suit certain people and other dances don't suit certain people. And it was just a shame that for me, Matt got the Viennese waltz, which wasn't a dance that really suited him. And again, Penny got the salsa, again, a dance that really didn't suit her.
I know. Len, while you're on the phone, do you want to just not defend, but do you still stick by your 10 for
Yes,
John and Nicole?
I do understand that, what you've got to know is all of us judges, we look at different things.
Yeah.
And, and when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, dancing is like taste. It's just taste. If you like Brussels sprouts, you're right, and if you don't like Brussels sprouts, you're right. I thought it was a fantastic performance. I'm the one who's been on and on about John's posture.
Yeah.
The thing is with the salsa, it's a raunchy
You can be
dance.
quite low down.
You don't want it formal, so you don't want to see that proud look and the haughtiness that you get in the tango or the foxtrot or quick step or whatever.
All right. Len, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dance with you Friday. Bye-bye.
See you Friday.
Let's look ahead. You guys are doing the quick step. How hard is it for you? Other people who've been in the bottom two find it quite difficult to come back into the training rooms with the joy that they had.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think the most important thing is that every week is a new week. Do you know what I mean? It's like John was in the bottom 2 weeks in a row, then he got a 10, so that just proves it. Do you know what I mean? So we were in the bottom 2, we got through it, forget about it, move on. Use it as a positive, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we made it through, so
yeah.
obviously some people think there's some potential for us to go far in this competition.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay, very quickly, judges, do you have advice for their quick step? Anything that you would like to say at this point?
Yeah, clean footwork
Okay.
for the quick step.
And skim the floor. Just move across the floor. Be dazzling.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Oh, bless you. And
Clean and
we
skin.
love Brussels sprouts, if indeed you are one.
Brilliant.
Thanks very much, Matt and Flavia, Arlene and Craig. That's it for tonight. Thank you to all my guests. Join me tomorrow at 6:30 when Gethin and Camilla will be here to tell us what it was like being on top. Also, interactive giant Philip Jackson will be here to talk technical about the weekend. Now, he's a man who doesn't get his pivots mixed up with his fleckles. Thanks for watching. Good night.
You're in close position, you're coming out on a hover court. Well, it's not a hover court though, you're coming out of a spin turn.
Oh my God, you're confusing me.
How could you confuse me? It's a bit of a hover court, it's not a hover court. It's like you did when you started.
God!
What? So, what am I doing? Is the side and back the same?
Why is it called a ball flat?
Promenade run.
What, that's a hill, not a hill drag?
Beautiful expression.
Is it?
There's proper dancing talk.
But are you doing heel toes?
I'm doing heel
Are you?
toes-ish.
Can I call it a pivot? Right turn natural. I can't have another night lying awake panicking about spiky toe lows and chassés.